Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? It's RLS ASMR Ryan back with another video for you guys. So today I'm going to be eating some of these Christmas cakes. Christmas tree cakes, Christmas related. You guys wanted a Christmas related video. I did a poll, so this is what you're getting. Hopefully you guys like it. If you have any other Christmas related ideas for any sort of foods that you guys like to eat, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you're, if you've been here before and you're subscribed, welcome back. So let's go ahead and, I also, by the way, have some hot chocolate that I'll be sipping on as I'm eating and whispering. Whatever I decide to whisper about. I did not foresee this consequence. I gotta be a good ASMR artist. I got to. You're like, Ryan, why are you putting them all on a plate? Y'all need to see what I'm eating. Duh. So, now, as it is fitting that I want to do a Christmas type of video, right? That would thus entail I talk about Christmas in some sort of way. Meaningful way. At least I think so. Here's the problem. The problem is that I have a few scattered memories of Christmas. I don't exactly know what to say. So, in a pure Ryan fashion, I'll just be whispering and rambling about whatever. Okay, so some of my most notable memories about Christmas are like waking up at 6 a.m. Be like it's Christmas. My mom wanted to get more sleep. All my presents are open by like 8. Or let's be honest, like 6:30. If I take my time, it'd be like an hour of opening presents, right? And then, after like an hour of opening up presents, whatever you get, you're playing with it for the whole day. Or you're using it for the whole day. So, I remember when we were at our old house, when I was young, I have this distinct memory. So there was the main floor, and then there was a second level, and then there's a balcony on that second level where you can look out to the living room and like whatever someone's watching on TV, you could tell, right? I remember, I think it was Christmas morning. I remember looking out and then seeing them watch The Grinch. Like Jim Carrey Grinch. Not like drawn Grinch. we'd always have we'd have our fireplace. We were drinking hot cocoa, which I think that's pretty standard type of Christmas stuff, you know. That you would see, right? So I have that distinctly as a memory. I also have so one thing I did want to talk about doing Christmas related videos. I struggle. Maybe it's because I'm an adult and now the awe of Christmas is completely gone, which thus means I am completely devoid of all happiness in relation to Christmas. But let me know if you guys relate to this. So, when I was a kid, my parents they're very frugal, okay? We weren't necessarily struggling, but we weren't struggling at all. But my parents were always like, if you want something that's a little more frivolous, you don't need it, then you gotta work and earn it or pay for it, because we don't want to pay for something you just want. And I'm saying this is when I'm 12, 13, or even 10, you know. So, the most notable things that I remember aren't Christmas presents. And that's because I've always bought the things that I've really wanted. And things that I've yearned for, I've always bought them myself. The only thing I can think of that I didn't buy myself that I did want at one point was my mom. My dad, they bought me the bass guitar, which I'm pretty sure I've told you that story, but I think it was my Christmas, or not my Christmas, my birthday. And I'm offhandedly mentioned to Mom that I think I want to start learning bass guitar, and I think it'd be pretty cool. Next thing I know, for my freaking birthday, I see this big present and I unravel it, and it's a freaking four-string Ibanez bass guitar. And they got it from this audio tech place. That's in my not my neighborhood, but in my town. And I remember really being appreciative for that. I got lessons and stuff. But that was for my birthday. That was like a birthday present. The most notable things that I bought for myself So, the first thing is I really wanted a BB gun when I was between the ages of 10 and 13. I bought so many things that it's hard for me to figure out what time of my life it was. It was before I bought my iPod Touch. So that means I'd have to be at least 11 or 10 when I bought it. I don't know if you guys have them in your area. Sorry, I'm scratching my leg, it's itchy. Anyways, I don't know if you guys have these stores in your area, but they're called Bass Pro Shops. And you walk in, and there's just fishing gear, hunting gear, deer's heads mounted on the walls. It's the most country place you could go to. It's basically a Best Buy for people who love fishing or just country folk. So let me know if you guys have those in your areas. I think they're a chain. But so I go in there with my dad with the intention of buying a BB gun. And I see this Daisy, handgun type thing. That's a BB gun. And it also has CO2 cartridges. Because it was CO2, it wasn't like a crank. Like, you know, the rifles that you have to crank and then shoot. You know, I wanted one because at my house, we had this one that you had to crank and shoot. And if you're, you know, and I don't know if this is necessarily a boy thing, but what I really loved doing was lining up bottles. You know, so we have a porch that leads down, and then there's like a brick wall that divides the main area before the lower area of my backyard. I don't know how to describe it. We'd set it up on that brick wall and shoot at the, and I would shoot, you know, at the glass and stuff. We'd have to clean it up afterwards, but, you know, you'd get some cans out there and you'd try and ding them. We'd pass it around with me and my brothers, and we'd have a good time. That was a good time passing activity, to be honest. So I wanted one of my own. I got a CO2 powered one. Went out there and had some fun with it. I tried to hunt some squirrels with it, even if it didn't hurt them. I still tried to like aim and, you know, kill a couple of them. I never got any though. And then so the next thing that I really wanted, that I can think about that I really, really wanted, was I'm a huge tech nerd. So I can't remember if I bought my iPod Touch first or if I bought my camera. I want to say I bought my Touch before my camera. Otherwise, I would have had my iPod Touch in my videos without my camera, which I don't. Which lets me know that one thing happened before the other. So you know what I'm talking about if you've heard this story before. But if I haven't told this story before, I think I have, but we'll see. I tell this story all the time, so who knows. But there's this, so I wanted an iPod Touch like really bad. And it wasn't my birthday. My birthday's at the beginning of the year. It's the 13th of January. And then Christmas is at the end of the year. So like, there's a whole like pretty much 11-month stretch where I don't get any presents. So there's no like, and I'm sure that's true for most people, but like, or not for most people, but there's such a stretch between the two dates that, you know, if I didn't get it on my birthday or Christmas, then I got it for myself. I'm sure some of you with you know, can relate to that. But so I'm looking at the iPod Touch and I really, really want it. I'm like obsessed with it. I'm looking at every single video about it. I'm watching like 4 different unboxing videos of it a day just because the euphoria of seeing it unboxed. It's like a dopamine hit. I don't know why. Like, watching someone unbox something I really want, even now, it gives me like this weird, like, bro, I really want that. So when I'm unboxing it myself, I kind of emulate the way I saw other people unbox it. It's really weird. But however, excuse me, I just woke up. And it is 9 o'clock at night, but I just woke up. Anyways, so I went ahead and so how I earned up money back then, even for the CO2 BB gun, is I did like work for my dad, which was like mowing lawns and stuff for a work friend of his, and I would get paid. And to give you, like, I would only really work once every 2 to 3 weeks, and depending on how many houses we did and how many things we had to do and how well, you know, and all that kind of stuff, I would get anywhere from like $40 to $80, depending on the house and all of that, or depending on all this stuff, how many houses he needed us to do and all of that. It's usually what my dad would usually do was charge him $25 a house or $20 a house, and we did 4 houses for him. So that's like 4 to 5 hours of work for like $60. When you're like a teenager, or when you're like 11, 12 years old, 13, that's pretty solid. You know, you're not asking for too much more than that. So, because of that, in about 4 or 5 months, I was able to save up enough for an iPod Touch. And I bought one. Now, I can't remember exactly when I bought it. I just remember that I bought it and that I was super excited and I loved it and I had it all the time. And so my buddy at the time, it was his birthday, and for his birthday he really wanted to go out to the lake and swim and fish. Well, I don't know if he wanted to fish, but he wanted to go out and swim and stuff. I brought my iPod Touch because I'm like, okay, well, when we're not doing stuff, I wanted to show him, hey dude, look at this cool thing I got. Well, before we could even get to that point, I remember I had these cargo shorts on. And I remember putting it in, the not the main pocket, but the pocket that's the thigh pocket. I remember putting it in there and going, okay, I have to remember before I get into the water to take it out because I don't want to drown it. Well, lo and behold, I forgot that. I say hi to my friend. I forgot that I even had that thought. I should have, looking back on it, I should have just left it in the car. But he's like, hey, you want to go out to the lake? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we go out to the lake. In my head, I already put it in the car. But then I felt something in my pocket, and I was like, oh, no, please, no. And he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I have my iPod Touch in my pocket. And he's like, ouch. So yeah, now phones back then, there was no IP68 resistance, okay? Phones, iPod Touches, technology, none of it was IP68. Water and dust resistant proof, okay? That joker got drowned. And I did the thing where you soak it in rice, and it almost started working decent again. But I soaked it in rice. Honestly, if I soaked it in rice for more than for a solid month, it probably would have been okay. If I had charged it, it may have been fine. But I soaked it in, because I was only in there for maybe a couple minutes with, the water in my pocket. But I waited a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I said it's not working, so to get a little bit of extra fun out there with it, I went out, set it on the brick area, and I took my BB gun and I shot it to bits, because there's no point in, from my opinion, I was like, there's no point in keeping it, and I'm not going to take it somewhere to get fixed, because I don't have the money for that, and getting it fixed would be like buying a new one, so I might as well save for a new one. I never bought a new one, but I was through with it, I was done with it, I was like, whatever, so I shot it to bits and threw it away. Which, looking back on it now, I really shouldn't have done that, but I was 12, so whatever. The next thing I bought that was something I really wanted to buy was it was a video camera. My yearning to do YouTube has been for a while, okay? We've been about 10 to 11 years in the making of me wanting to do YouTube. So, just in case you guys didn't get a good enough look at this. What sucks is it doesn't autofocus. The front camera does not autofocus. So, I remember making a couple of videos, and I tried to do the whole sketch comedy thing. I never liked the videos, so I never uploaded them. But looking back on it, if I had just found my groove, stuck with it, I probably wouldn't be, I wouldn't have probably had to work a normal job. And I know that's wishful thinking, but if I had been uploading videos since I was like 14, and if I had been doing that about like actual shit I want to talk about, and if I had found a way to make it interesting and engaging, and if people latched onto it, and then I got monetized on YouTube, after a few years my channel would have taken off and I wouldn't have had to work right now. Well, I don't have to work right now, but you get what I mean. So, the whims and wills of youth. So, that was something that I bought for myself that I really liked. That ended up fucking up too. I have a really bad history with technology, guys. That ended up fucking up too. And, I just didn't know what to do with that particularly. It broke somehow. I don't remember how. So I probably ended up throwing that away as well, because I don't see it anywhere in my place where I keep all my stuff. The top drawer. I don't see it, so it's probably gone, thrown away somewhere. I've loved cameras. I've always wanted to get back into like doing the whole camera thing, like, video recording. That's why I love video editing. It's a passion of mine. I've loving doing that for a long time. I've loved doing that. I've loved doing that for a really long time. So, yeah. So like Christmas, it's a good time of year. I really like the vibe of Christmas. I really enjoy. If you guys, don't forget to tell me in the comments. What do you guys have planned for your Christmas? Who are you gonna go see? What do you guys got going on? Because I ain't got crap going on. If there's like a party or something with a family member, then I'll go there. But other than that, I'm just gonna chill at home. I'm probably gonna watch The Grinch. I'm probably gonna watch Home Alone, and those types of things. Oh, and that's another thing, like Christmas movies. The only real Christmas movie that I actually like is like, Home Alone. I've never seen Elf, which most people would be like, well, haven't you? Will Ferrell is such like a god. Like, how have you not seen Elf? Certain movies just weren't the thing in my house. I don't know why. I just gotta, as an adult, I have to go back and understand, okay, why is this particular thing good? But by the way, guys, do you guys like these? Because these are garbage. I don't really care for Little Debbie's unless it's like honey buns. Those are the only thing I like from Little Debbie's. Certain things are good in small quantities, but these things is just sugar and dye, and makes me want to die, I'll tell you that much. Sorry. But, yeah, guys, so, I think I'll end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching my content. Thank you for helping me get to 1,300 and I think 30 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to 2,000, please go ahead and give me a sub. I think I'll try and do a Q&A at 2,000, because this is just something I'm thinking off the top of my head, because at 1,000 subs, it didn't seem like you guys were too interested. So maybe at 2,000, I'll have enough people that they want to do a Q&A. Or something like that. But go ahead and, leave all your comments and suggestions. Drop a subscription, a comment, a like. That's all I need this year for Christmas. If you guys want to help me out, that's all I want for Christmas. So go ahead and, what am I trying to say here? Thanks for watching. Bye.